Shalom, shalom. Oh yeah, let me see if y'all can hear me. Because I know a lot of times the sound is not right. Shalom, shalom, can y'all hear me? I mean, I heard it loud and clear. I'm the only one that got on, so. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect. You know, shalom, shalom for the ones that's getting builded up, you know, being taught all over again. But first and foremost, I'm going to face the east, and I want to give all praises and glory to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo-Hebrew, and I want to give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, the same spirit that you endure and be sincere. And shalom to the Agwathim that are believers of this faith. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife, right? And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. You know, today is a good night, you know, to have a late night camp. You know, you don't want to give Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai no rest. You know, so Lord willing, this is edifying to the sheep. You know, beforehand, I had precepts for you know, a recording, you know, a side video, but I kept thinking on it. So I titled this lesson, Many Shall Fall and Few Shall Rise. And of course we know, you know, if you in this truth, the elect is going to be the ones that rise and many of the Israelites is going to fall. But on a bigger scale, it's going to be multiple nations that fall, you know, because there's going to be a great war, right? That's ushering in the coming of Yahushai, you know. So many people in our nation and the other nations is gonna fall, and the main one I will focus on is Esau. You know, people want to always hear the good things, right? This is why brothers do videos day in and day out. You can get those good videos, but every video is not gonna be flowers and candles. Sometimes it's gonna get bloody. You know, because your sword is a weapon, which is the scriptures, and it gets bloody. You know, let me read this side precept before I go into the main event. This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10, but I had it screenshot in the NIV. It says, "A curse on anyone who is lax in doing the Lord's work. A curse on anyone who keeps his sword from bloodshed," right? And what is that sword, right? What is that sword for us? Because our weapons are not carnal, right? So let me get that. We're going right to Ephesians, which is, you know, the start of where I wanted to start tonight. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 17. "And take the helmet of salvation." There we go again, bringing something that was talked about throughout the week. You know, it says, "In the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God," right? So our sword is the word of God. You're supposed to be slicing and dicing through the Spirit, man. Every time you do a lesson, you're really at battle. Outside of doing a lesson, you're at battle, right? This is why we put the armor on when we leave the house. You know, for me, I in my own mind, I'm not about to be still, you know, because the Lord have given me a household. He have given me what he have given me, children, wives, however it may seem. I don't think that I should be enjoying just relaxing, getting wine. No, I got to be moving, right? Because the Lord have given you gifts, right? Let alone he giving you this faith, he giving you this grace. Brothers think we in a new covenant where we're in between. We're not fully in no new covenant, but this ministry is a gift. The brotherhood is a gift, right? To keep you molded on the narrow path, right? So let's get to the point of this lesson. And of course, I'm you know, taking the book out of Apostle Tahir. You know, when he come, he be having some scriptures ready. You know, Lord willing, we'll be able to go into them. Some of them is history, you know, but it is what it is. So the point I wanted to go to is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 15. In the word, we started with this preparation, but let's read the verse. It says, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace," right? Certain verses coming because it stuck with me throughout, you know, especially after the Day of Atonement. You know, doing a lesson with Sam, certain verses stuck to me and I couldn't get them out my head, you know, so I had to delight in them, right? So now we're bringing them into tuition. So for this word, for tuition, I mean, a preparation. Hatoi Masia, right? In the main point I'm looking at, it says the act of preparing, right? The condition of a person or thing so far forth as prepared, preparedness, readiness. That's what preparation is, the act of preparing. So you've seen the title of the lesson. It says, many shall fall and few shall rise. We have to prepare to rise. All the others is preparing to fall, preparing to perish. I'm going to read that again for Ephesians chapter 6. I'm going to read this again. Ephesians chapter 6 in verse 15. It says, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel." Right? You go into the word, Hayo Masia. It says the act of preparing, the condition of a person or a thing so far forth as preparedness or readiness, right? So if many are going to fall and few are going to rise, you have to, what they say, pick your poison. And you better choose wisely, right? To rise up is not a one-time thing. This is a daily treatment because you're in the flesh, you know? Even more, you know, like my mind is not thinking about all that other stuff. Like it happens. I like to be spontaneous, right? But when it comes to this word, I'm thinking about it fluently. You know, only brothers can help me, truly help me, right? To prepare myself for that role, to prepare myself for the coming of Yahushua. Because it's a lot on a man's shoulder, you know? You got this picture that I got, which I was going to delete it, but I kept it because it's my motivation. Hold on, family. I'm going to show you this picture. It's my motivation. Oh, man. Is it not in this phone? Oh, yeah, it is. This is my motivation right here, man. What it says, you can be saved in all thy house or destroyed in all thy house. You know, especially if the Lord bless you with children, the Lord bless you with a wife or wives or however it may be, you are put in a position you have to lay yourself down continuously for that household, but literally for the elect's sake, you know? So it's a lot on your shoulders. So you must give it your all. Yahushua was given so much even before he came down, right? But to get that glory and to be known and be exalted on this side to be seen, he had to come down here and be low, you know? And look, the Lord is allowing these nations, starting with Esau, to rise up high, to be known, so that their fall can be great like the Egyptians, but worser. So let's tap into this. gonna read some verses in the NLT, but we're gonna take it and see how the Spirit let us go. Right? So we're gonna hop into this history real quick. This is 1 Samuel, the 15th chapter. And I'm gonna just read verse 32 and 33. I'm gonna read the KJV and the NLT going into Agag, which is an Amalekite, right? So this is 1 Samuel 15, verse 32 and 33. In the KJV, it says, "Then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of my death is past. And Samuel said, as thy sword have made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord Yahweh in a Gilgal." I'm gonna read it in the NLT. I want us to be smacked, and I want us to be sure. Pick your poison. Do you want to rise up, or do you want to fall? Right? So here we go. 32, it says, "Then Samuel said, bring King Agag to me. Agag arrived full of hope, for he thought surely the worst is over. You thought wrong, and I have been spared. But Samuel said, as your sword has killed the sons of many mothers, now your mother will be childless. And Samuel cut Agag into pieces before the Lord Yahweh at Gilgal." Right? And you got Esau, he's prideful. He don't think he's gonna fall. You know? He don't think that Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shai is the one that's making the move. You dumb idiot. The Lord made you to make those missiles. But yeah, he knows some of these scriptures, but he can't fully develop these prophecies, but he's acting it out. You know? And it's all by Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shai, is the divine intervention by the Heavenly Father and his son. Right? So Agag is going to be punished. And that's the Amalekites. Those are the first, Salaki, those are the first in Esau's nation. Right? They're the first right now on this side that you see that's getting all the wealth. Right? Yeah, they seem secretive. They got other low small hats, but the top hats that's calling themselves the Juju beings, right? The Jews, right? They're bringing out fake flags, calling themselves the people, and they're not, but they're high and mighty on this side. They're gonna fall from their throne, right? So let's keep it going. Let's go to this side when I want to go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verse 50. Because this is what they do. If they're killing out babies in a mother's womb, happy shall we be that do the same thing unto them. Right? So here we go. This is Deuteronomy 28, and I'm going to start at 49. It says, the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from fire. The Lord brought these mother suckers against us, man. Right? Judah chapter 5, verse 17 down, because we move without the Heavenly Father. And without the faith in the Son, the Lord had brought this nation upon us, man. We turned away from our power, right? It says, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. And that's their symbol, right? For the ones that get it, they get it. Because, yes, many nations use the eagle. But when we look at these scriptures through precept upon precept, right, through prophecies, this is the nation that is that use that eagle as an image. Your dollar, when we go to Rome, when you go to the Greeks, when you go to America, when you go to the NATO, when you go to the EU, they all use the eagle, right? That just signifies Esau, right? Which is that beast, that power on this side. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, right? Me and the brother Yarmaya was talking at work. This English is a stammering, dumb language. Right? And guess what? This language is a spell. You're saying good morning. It was never good to mourn. You're saying good night. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, at night more demons come out. The Lord just said night. Right? What else? We got our names, right? You got you call a job, right? But it's really called labor. You got many names. Look, black, right, which derives from everything that's not good. Then you got white, which is pure, you know. But we're given this stammering language. This is more of a curse too, right? Verse 50, which is the point. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young, right? The person of old can be a man or a woman. The person of young can be a boy or a girl. Dashing a baby, Hazael. This man was ripping babies out of women, man. You know? You got to understand that all of this is documented and recorded. This is why we had the scriptures. People say, well, why do you use the book? Because this shows proof on our history. But through faith, you believe in it. I wasn't there, but in my past life, I was. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, the things before is not remembered. This is why we got to go read. The Lord plays chess because he had these scriptures written. None of us can deny this. He had these scriptures written, baby. It's amazing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, my faith is growing. Even, you know, going out into this lesson, faith is growing because the more you do a lesson, the more your faith grows. You know? Because some of us were bringing out the same scriptures over and over again. But guess what? All your forefathers did that. The Old Testament, that was mad years. 2,000 years, like, that was time. Then the New Testament came. Yahushua coming, not really the New Testament, but then the apostles came, the disciples, and they was teaching what was already said. And we're in this time. Guess what? In the time of Abba Bibbins, they was bringing forth the same message. We got to keep bringing this out. It goes on cycle until Yahushua come back. Anybody getting offended, oh, why he ain't bringing out no new precepts? Because you niggas is not ready for the meat. Right? But it's not even that. It's really by what the Lord wants to come out. We're not out here to please nobody. We're out here to please the Heavenly Father and feed his sheep. They're going to be pleased on their own side. Oh, yeah, don't even mind them. Right? So when you go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 2, it says, I'm going to read the KJV and the NLT. It says, for with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. Right? Let me read that again. I got caught off guard because the cops were sitting just trying to hear what was coming out. Verse 2, it says, for you will be treated, this is in red letters, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. Right? This is for all Israel, but you have to understand what we just brought out about Agag. How you judge people is going to turn on you. The Lord is going to act on all nations. He's gonna plead with all nations. He's going to touch all nations, baby. Baby, you don't want to be caught by the crossfires. That's why the elite is going to hide. They think that they're going to be hitting. So let me get this one to make it sure that you know the judgment is going to happen with Israel first. Because when you're reading this in the gospel, of course, Yahushua is speaking to Israel, but you have to know all nations touched our spoils. All nations spoiled us and defiled us, right? All nations had a cruel way of throwing curses at us. So how they was judging us, they're going to get smacked. Pop goes the weasel, right? So this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. It says, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? Right? So if you truly not obeying the gospel of God, especially you niggas saying that we in the new covenant already, or the whole law is within me, I don't sin, right? You niggas is bugged out because you niggas don't got no power. But it's okay, right? The show must go on. How the judgment is going to happen in the house of Israel, what we see slowly happening now, but judgment is going to happen to you other nations, right? This is why what I said in a video and the scripture that we brought out, Ephesians 6 and 17, put on the helmet of salvation. You have to think about your salvation. What comes with your salvation Your nation's getting, your own nation, Israel, getting the ass whooping, and the other nations getting touched. World War III is going to be the biggest massacre on the earth, right? You can't just think or talk about salvation and not think about death. Are you kidding me? You can't think about your salvation and some women are going to be raped. I'm sorry to tell you, right? And guess what? It's going to be wicked men taking advantage of you women because you couldn't humble yourself. That's what happens when a country or a kingdom gets overpowered. The weaker vessel of that nation is going to be taken for spoil, which is children and women. But the whole America is going to be destroyed. You know, people when they hear the word of war, rape, disaster, kids getting killed, they don't want to hear it because they want to hear prosperity. They want to hear goodness. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus the Christ, is not coming back with hugs and kisses. That kiss and that hug is for the elect when they get beamed up and get that glorified body. You heard? You got to know what you really stepping into. Judgment is real, baby. Right? Let's get something for, because I'm talking about judgment. For Israel, this has been happening our whole life. You know, nations too, but they're going to get it good in this end. I'm going to go to the 3 holy children. And I'm going to start, there's only one chapter if you know. If you know, you know. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, "For thou art righteous in all the things that thou hast done to us, yet true are all thy works. Thy ways are right and all thy judgments truth. In all the things that thou hast brought upon us, and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgment didst thou bring all these things upon us." We see what we just read in 1 Peter 4:17. Judgment is going to happen in the house of the living power, which is the nation of Israel, right? And guess what? That is a good thing. We fucked up. 2/3 gotta get that bill. When you go to a restaurant, somebody got to pay that bill. Come on, walk with me. What they say in church, oh yeah, somebody not here with me today. You know, walk with me. Understand, somebody got to pay the bill. The wicked in Israel and you wicked nations, somebody got to pay the bill. Y'all just think this is peaches and creams? No, this ain't peaches and cream. This not 112. This not Jagged Edge. You know, this not Chris Brown, let me take you down every day. This is about preparation, the act of preparing to get raised up or to fall down. Not like Humpty Dumpty. I actually like Humpty Dumpty. Never get your ass back up, right? So the Lord did true judgment doing this unto us, man. We're in that judgment now, being in this captivity. Even more, brothers gotta constantly teach, man. You know, I like doing this, but I don't wanna do it forever. You know, because really, you keep seeing Jake there. Listen, like this. It was some Jake sisters. They list, they stopped, and they keep it moving. You got elders, you got young men that believe in this. They be like, hey, what am I wrong if I don't teach? But then behind the scene, they trying to teach everybody. They trying to cut somebody. That is a form of a teacher. You got brothers that want to be in the faith, but they don't want to build with brothers. Now, if you're not walking in the same understanding, you should be building with other brothers. You know, this truth is not a fucking game, man. And I know people might get offended by a cuss word. It's just a cuss word, right? But this truth is not for play. This is not for lazy men. This is not for lazy women. Even though women are the weaker vessel, their faith is not increased as men, right? Women is not as mighty as men when it comes to this ministry, right? Women do enough, right? They're really doing the bare minimum, but they're doing exactly enough on their side. But as an example, as a man, you're doing the bare minimum. Even more when women that's in this faith is watching the men of the Lord, your faith is increasing. When you put pause on your TV show or your distraction, right? Your faith is increasing. Are you choosing to rise up or fall? Somebody falling is not even caring for this, right? Because the true believers want to hear the word, baby. right now, y'all already got that. We could keep on going. Actually, I'll keep on going. But let me just get this side precept because I just said that. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Right? In order to build your faith, you got to hear this word. So it is sometimes. I'm watching videos, right? Not every time I'm going to be teaching. Don't think, it's like Lil Wayne. He said he don't listen to other artists. He only listens to himself. I don't hardly even listen to my own videos. I mean, I took a little tip from Yarmayan. He said, like, sometimes before he posts a video, he listened to himself. So sometimes I do that, or I listen to myself after I upload it. But I really don't. As soon as it's sin, it's all the Lord's will. But I listen to other teachers because I'm still a student in this thing. Just because I'm a teacher, I'm still a student. I want to grow too. And I don't want to grow on my own. I want to be guided too. You know? I want to be the best that I can. And I'm going to go to men that have more experience than me. You know? This is what this is about. Growing in experience. Right? That's that faith. That's amazing. Yarmayan just did a video, you know, about progress and growth. This is what this is about. Growth. Because do you want to fall or do you want to rise? Right? So to keep going on the three holy children, sorry for my excitement. I'm just excited and delighted. You know, the Lord, got brothers feeling good after that, that Day of Atonement. Your mind is on the food of Yahweh Shem Shai. You're not eating as much. You're not, you're being in tune. You're being in tune with what the Lord has done. And I feel like faith is growing in the believers, starting with the men and the women. Like, faith is growing, man. So again, to get back to it, Salaki, Three Holy Children, chapter 1, verse 5, and all the things that thou hast brought upon us and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgment didst thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins. For we have sinned and committed iniquity, departing from thee. Right? We departed from the Lord, man. That should be afflicting you daily. Jeremiah 32:33. Yahweh B'Shem Shai was rising up Jeremiah to teach early. And what we do like this, turn our back. And we don't even turn the face, man. And this is what we doing to the prophets every day. This is what I had to use as an example. I'm listening to the men of the Lord. Just because I'm a teacher and I believe that I am maybe a small young prophet, right? I'm listening to the teachers too. I am no better than anybody else, but I'm trying to be better than the man you see in the mirror. Michael Jackson was right. The man in the mirror, right? You're trying to be better than the man in the mirror so you can rise up. Nigga, we not rised up. Niggas is still low. You paying insurance, car insurance, medical insurance, which was profited from slavery. The things that we have now, where did the shit come from? Right? It got builded off of the sweat and tears and the blood of slavery. Cotton, the clothes you wearing, built off slavery. We didn't have all the things that we have now, man. It all stems from the beginning and the built of this place. That is the true judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Verse 9 is going to seal that deal, right? Because these nations, right? Let's keep going. Verse 7, in all things have we trespassed and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Wherefore all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment. Right? Again, true judgment. Again, true judgment. You look in the mirror, you know that this is true judgment. It's only for a time. It might seem long, right? But know that all these prophecies, yeah, they tarry, yeah, they delay, but it will come to pass. Say it will come to pass, but it's beautiful going through this, man. Because you're going to cherish even more when we get that, man. Every day I'll be like, yo, man, it's going to be amazing, to get on that chariot. But when you look at it, if you too sorrowful, oh my goodness, I want this to go. You complain and murmur all day. How can you endure when the shit get worse? Because after this fall, slowly falling, what do you think is next? The MOTB, Jacob's trouble. How if you really want this to end, that means you want the MOTB to come and Jacob's trouble come. You getting kicked out your house. You might see a bee nest. Hey, this is the spirit. You might see a bee nest and you break it open. You might just be eating honey. You got to really understand this is so much worth it going through this, baby. This is worth it. You know, say it to yourself. This is worth it. We complain, we go through something. Somebody scratch your car, somebody hit your car. This was worth it. You know, even more, if something happened to somebody else, that's what you want to you want to motivate them, right? For you sisters, you know, you want to be nourishing. Hey, it's okay, you know, and you want to use whatever your husband or what a brother said, you know, through the scriptures, through the spirit. Hey, you remember you said this? You know, because a woman still want to be not a teacher. She still want to be soothing, you know, and that's even more that put a melting on a man's heart, on his mind, when he hear his wife quoting something that he says, like, wow, she was listening to me. And she used what you said to tell you. And that's a woman to not, oh, I don't want to teach you. I don't want to come up with my own feelings, or, you know, I want to use what you said to encourage you, you know. Because this is true judgment from the Heavenly Father, man. Now, this is the point I want to give you guys. Verse 9. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of God, into an unjust king and the most wicked in all the world. Right? These nations, starting with Esau, is the most wicked. That's why they're going to get double in that cup. You know? But we can be happy all we want, but make sure you examine yourself. Because even though if I'm a 2/3, I'm going to still be happy that this nation fall. But even more, what is better? To be or to rise up and to see your nation fall. Let's get that in Baruch chapter 4, right? It's not even written down in my little precepts I was going to bring out today, but this is what it's about. It's Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. And it's not like the Lord telling on himself, but he's letting you know he put you in this situation, and be patient. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 25, and we always bring this out because you have to bring it out, right? It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God. For thy enemy have persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. The enemy got so swiftly, he made your captivity look like it's peace, like you can enjoy, because brothers got a car. Fuck that car. Right? When Jacob trouble come, it's going to be hard to drive it. The airplane, it's going to be hard to get on that when Jacob trouble come. Like, y'all can't see it because the Lord ain't dealing with you on this level. Niggas is still crackheads out here. The hood is the last place getting fixed. You know? Women is coming up higher than men. Right? And Esau is pushing it like that because he want the women to have dominion over the men so you don't get your power back. Right? Like the brothers I was watching in Texas before I came out, he said, brothers, when you come in the sting, you got to take your might. Don't let your kids and your woman take dominion over you. Right? Yes, it's good to have a wife, but she has to know you are a man. Soon as she solidified, hey, that's what you got. You got to keep your position, be at peace, stay attentive to them children, building your faith. When he needs you, when he wants something, he gonna ask for it. We men. But if he don't need it, he don't need it. Sometimes a man is coming in his truth. Brothers is working on that king mindset, a king mindset. A man got so much to think about, so much people. Of course, a man is going to be attracted to women are going to be attracted to him. Hey, it is what it is. But a man is dedicated to his power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see everything that I could talk about that can soothe a man. You put all that shit aside. It's gonna come. All that's gonna come on this side or that side. But what's more important is a man that's 10 toes down for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? Because that is a man that's gonna get it all, right? And he even on this side he deserves so much more. But of course he's still getting the least. You know, we have an enemy that's trying to play chess with us because he's trying to be like God. Yahweh's playing chess, we playing checkers. And even the wicked, starting with Esau, is trying to play chess with us. You know, got your kid. Yo, a kid just went to school. A little kid, like my wife showed me, a kid went to school with a gun. How the hell does this little kid get a gun? It can be by family members. or we took it from a family member. But now kids, you know, women is having monstrous kids. They just allowing their kid to do whatever, you know, and it's all by this Western mindset, man. The Lord allowed this to be a comfortable place. If this was like Rome, if this was really like in the Greek captivity, niggas would have really have to, like what they doing now. They're yielding to the way of the Greeks, but guess what? It would be even more fire if they all seen in order to be this, you had to see people die. You better cleave to our ways or you gonna die. People they still allowing you to do you. You can believe what you want, you know, walk and talk how you want. But when it comes to this truth, if I say certain names or certain things, I have to speak in code. My video get flagged. But on YouTube, they allow women to be half naked. Niggas to cuss all day. Say this and say that. They can type a video saying nigga. But you come in the truth and type the word nigga, your video get taken down. Because of the truth, man. They're trying to put a capsule on the truth. But nothing can stop it. So again, Baruch 4:25, where they said, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So the ones that rise, they're going to see the destruction of this wicked nation, or of these wicked nations. You know, they're going to see the 2/3 put to death. I want that. I want that for me, the brothers I labor with, and even when I say me, I mean my household. Whoever cleaving to me, whoever with me, I want them to see it too, you know? But this is not for the lazy. This is for the meek. This is not for somebody that don't have faith. I don't want no woman. I don't want no child. I'm in this truth just because of you. No, you in this truth because of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Who the is me? I'm a filthy rag. You know? Everybody should be counting on Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, from the oldest to the youngest. You know? Nobody put you in their life. It was all Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Right? So let's keep on going, because it said the wicked. I'm gonna observe this verse, but let's read it in the KJV. Right? This is James chapter 2 and verse 13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. I'll read it in NLT. There will be no mercy for those who have not shown mercy to others. But if you have been merciful, God will be merciful when he judges you. Again, Israel, you know, for the teachers, for all of us that's on this side, we have to be merciful to our brothers and sisters, right? So if you're not merciful, the mercy is not going to be done to you. But now to you nations that haven't been merciful unto us, you're going to get hit. Pop goes the weasel. That's my new slogan now. Pop goes the weasel. You know, anybody that wasn't merciful to the children of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, mercy is not going to be given unto you, right? Literally, you nations need to tread lightly. Tread so lightly, nobody can hear a step. But you know that the floor in the house, when you step and make that crack noise, then you got to step to another spot, then that make another crack noise. Man, we know your motion. We know the wicked devices. We know how you nations is thinking, because the Lord set us up to be watchmen, to watch the people around us, to watch the state of our flock. You know, Jake is fucking lost. You know, they're lost. They're lost in the damn sauce, and they can't even taste the flavor. You know, because the Lord had took that from them. But the elect, sure, I'm telling you, sure, they're trying to seek truth. They're looking for the light. Some places they're looking and they're not finding it. They're not finding it. But it's something within you that's looking for this, because your spirit wants you to rise up. You know, your spirit wants you to rise up. You know, people always say that Egypt drink good rising. Man, I'm not rising. I'm waking up, you know, waking out this bed. But when you say rising, I want to be up there with the Lord and then come down mighty, man. You know? Brothers talk about I'm saved, man. I'm not saved, man. Feet hurt. You gotta work. You gotta work hard as hell to make sure ends meet. And guess what? They only paying you a bare minimum. You know, a bare minimum. Man, I want to be saved, brother. You know, you get stabbed. You get a cut at work. You get your body ache, right, man? When we get to heaven, that incorruptible body, Salaki, the incorruptible body, you ain't gonna feel no pain, right? You ain't gonna die. I want that. They talk about give me my money. You know what, man? Give me that immortality. You know, but I can't press the Lord to give me that now. I can't rush him on his time. Even more, he watching me. What is you doing? You know? Anybody that want to rise up, you got to be moving. You got to be in that motion. Wisdom of Solomon 6. Wisdom is a moving motion. Are you moving? Like my brother Jeremiah, Lord willing, he's going to be moving. Are you moving? You got to be a moving motion, baby. Revelations chapter 16 in verse 6. It says, for they have shed the blood of the saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. Right? Israel, didn't we have wicked men that was killing the prophets and killing the saints? Hey, 1 Peter 4:17. You're gonna reap what you sow, and you other nations is gonna get it double time worse, especially Esau. We're gonna pay you double for what you have done to us. Any nation that done it, you're gonna get double. Like a coffee, yo, let me get a double. You're gonna get a double trouble. Y'all really don't know what's going on. Y'all really don't see, you know. Sometimes I wake up with a spiritual anger, and it's not towards anybody I'm around. You know, it's because I'm in that drive. You know, and sometimes it'd be a spiritual fart. You know, that might sound funny. It'd be a spiritual fart sometimes. I might not have that particular lesson, but I have a scripture in my head like, dang, man, we do got to prepare. And it become an anger. Like, I really got to prepare. We got to prepare. I want to rise up. Then I got to think like, damn, if I'm not getting this thing, then if I'm not pursuing to be saved, my whole house going to be destroyed. You know, that's a lot bearing on you, man. And you love the people around you. You love Israel, right? That you're willing to go the distance because I want the elect to be saved, man. And it's not even that I'm looking at my family being the only elect. You're looking at the elect as a nation, as a whole, right? But not as a whole, but like when you look at the elect, they are that world Yahweh Shai going to come to save, right? Because their world revolve around Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what we got to understand, right? Let's go to 2 more chapters over. Revelation, the 18th chapter, and read in verse 6. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her. I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. You know, even more, it's a book. You can go on, you can go to the bookstore and go look, or you can go to the Kindle app and type in 2 Babylons. And you'll know ancient Babylon and Rome was symbolic to that Babylon. So that's why it was called 2 Babylons. In America is Rome 2.0, and they stem from the same thought process as old Rome. And this is second Babylon. This is great Babylon. This is mystery Babylon. So the sins all the way from the beginning, starting with the Greeks, the Romans, even when you look at the descendants on what the Amalekites did to us trying to go into our land, all those things are documented. The Lord will prolong your life. Hey, yeah, you do you, And guess what? Those descendants, they die, the spirit go up, and the Lord bring them back down on the earth. Because that nation is going to get their judgment. Did not we get the judgment? Right? Our forefathers, whoever was on that ship, then they got settled here. A lot died. Them spirits went up and they came back down. Now look at us now, 2024. Y'all will look like, damn, man, we trying to get away from these fools. The Indians, they would have been looking like, man, I don't think we should have made a treaty or a deal. I don't even think we should have had an English name, you know. But they'll sit back and be like, damn, this is what this was going to come up to. As soon as they start believing in Yahweh Shema Shai and coming into real faith, they'll be like, damn, this was true judgment. The Dawn's Act was true judgment. Right? Black Friday, the trading slaves, that was true judgment. The word Monday, which goes into like, hate Monday, which go into that slave term, right? True judgment. When you was in a slave, that was work. Like this 9 to 5 or a full-time job, 5 to 9 or 9 to 5. You was working what 8 hours or 12-hour shifts in slavery, sun up to sundown. The Lord recorded all of that. Then look at us now, you working 9 to 5 or a full-time job and getting paid less. But they increase your wages, making you feel good, but you only get enough to buy accessories for your household, pay rent and pay bills. Then you got a few dollars in your pocket to go get a cup. Maybe go get a juice, maybe go get a sandwich. But that's it. They don't give you enough so you can be on a higher level. But that's all the Lord. The Lord wants us to be low. Right? He got something prepared. He got something prepared. The Lord got something prepared, man. I wanna rise up. I wanna rise up. I wanna rise up. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 6. It says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the goat of the kidney of rams. For the Lord Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Back then in ancient time, Basra was the capital. The capital for, Esau. The capital for Esau is America. Even more, the least they don't live here, but this is their capital of where they make their money or where their power relies, right? Because literally this is that eighth beast that was really added, that was part of the seventh, which was Britain, And America is the face of the Edomite power. That's why none of us know who we say the elites, right? But a lot of those elites, from the beginning, when you even go into how white folks got rich, the Rothschild started with, the father on down, he started, his wealth grew from the cotton, from slavery. Most of them is not alive because they have general wealth. You can't have general wealth if you don't have descendants. They got descendants that sit in a high seat. And guess what? They teach them to keep it in general wealth, keep the same power, because they teach them this knowledge. The wicked is going to be wicked when they're going to go astray as soon as they come out the womb. They have their course and they're going to listen to their father. You're not seeing the elites on the TV all the time. They're not thirsty for fame. They have real power. What is it, Job 9:24? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. They have power. You lower individuals, you was given power by them. You was, well, what is it? What's that word? Damn, I forgot what it's called. It's a word that goes with like slave masters. I forgot, damn, because you got it for Israel too. The ones that's in the industry and all of that. I forgot. The Lord willing, it come to my mind, man. Damn. It's a lucky family. Let's keep it going. Let's go to Isaiah 47:1. Let's get this classic too. Because we seen Agag in the beginning of the verse. He thought that nothing was gonna happen to him. He thought everything was going to be peachy. And guess what? He said, and then what did Samuel say? What did you did to them kids? What you did to the women? Like, you really think your punishment, and that shows, that's confirmation that even for Israel and all you other nations, you're not about to just keep doing the shit you're doing and you're not going to be judged, man. That's a prideful person. So this is Isaiah 47 in verse 1, the nakedness of Babylon. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? This is America. It's not delicate no more. Right? But right now, this is the time of Jake's folly. Jake is getting more into folly. But Esau, the powers that be, are falling. Their empire is falling. The brother, let me get it. Let's get it. Let me get that little. I see that link in there, brother, that you put in the chat. My brother Asher, he put a link in the chat earlier today. Let's see if it's in there. Dang, Salaki families, because this phone is on my hotspot right now, so it's not catching what I need. Come on, baby. Where you at? Okay, that's not it. You go with me. Okay, here we go. It says, oh man. Here we go. Getting this link real quick, just so y'all can hear it. It says BRICS US dollar fails to enter the top 5 strongest currency list, right? And that's the number one thing that this empire holds on to, is their money, their wealth. So now that we see their wealth falling, their money collapsing, Salaki. Now that we see their money collapsing, they're falling, right? You got to think, when we think of Humpty Dumpty, that's what you're thinking of. When you think of Humpty Dumpty, you're thinking of this wicked nation, starting with Esau, man. Esau is going to abruptly be exposed. He's going to be revealed, right? Let me get that precept, man. I'm going to be real honest with you. For everybody that need to know, America is ran by the so-called white man and woman, man. Right? They sit in the highest seat. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. We don't wrestle between blood and flesh, man. We're wrestling with niggas that's really possessed. Those are the new niggas. The elites is the new niggas, man. Because when they fall, they're going to be the slaves. They're going to be the new niggas, man. Right? And they're ruling, and they're the ones that's moving around, the puppeteers, the ones that's actually being seen in the news, right? In the media. They run this media, they run that media. The elites run it from behind scene. The ones that's in the face value, you niggas is puppeteers. You know? The ones that's in the communities working a 9 to 5, you are a low-level Edomite. Yo, people really think that Esau is not the so-called women. Hey, cheers to you. Go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. Right? But you have to know. Hold on. Shut up real quick, Gabar. Shut up real quick. Let's get the scripture real quick, man. Right? Where is it at? Ecclesiastes 4. Is that what I want? Is that what I need? I think that's what I need. I think that is what I want, and this is what I need. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 in verse 16. Come on. It says, there is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this is vanity and vexation of the spirit. Ain't no end to the people. Esau is back on the earth, and guess what? He got a new name. All nations basically got a new name, right? Because of this power, it was really the Lord. And that's another reason why you want to study. It's another reason why you want to hear the word. It's another reason why you want to study, you want to hear the word, so you can understand these things. All of this was hidden from us. The Lord hidden all of this. Actually, let's go to that, Matthew 13. Even though the parables is a mystery, it's other things that's a mystery. The nations is a mystery, right? This is Matthew 13, verse 11. And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God, but to them it is not given, right? It is a mystery, right? Everything in these scriptures is a mystery, like fully, right? You got some things that's plain to some, but then you have things that are for a deeper value. When it comes to the nation, when it comes to the 12-tribe chart, yo, the Lord has to be dealing with you to get that. If you arguing over a chart, which is really a stick, combining the nations together, literally, that symbol shows that they're in captivity together. That fulfills Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, verse 16. So if you get that, you can get and understand that Esau is the so-called white man and woman. When you ask and say, who's the main elite? They'll say, oh, the so-called Caucasian race. Then you have to accept that those are the Edomites. Because don't even say that Amalek will be first. And the so-called Juju beings, the Jews, they're the top notch. The top notch. Do you like it or not? And I'll show you a picture. And I've been holding this picture for years after years. I'm not letting it go, because this right here is your motivation. Do you want to rise? Do you want to rise? Or you want to fall? Right? Lord willing, y'all can see this. You know, I got that when Kanye went on his little spiel. You know, that was all the Lord. But this right here shows you all your social media, the websites that you use, the televisions, the TV stations. The red is all the Juju beings. The green is the LGB 123 Sesame Street community, and the blue is non-white. The red, they own all of that. Yo, I'm gonna show you more. You got the media. Look at those. You read it for yourself. You on the screen. Right? You on the screen. It doesn't matter if you've seen it over and over again. You gotta know who's actually really indoctrinating you or programming you to watch this TV show, or your kids. Let me see if I got that one too. Lord willing, I didn't delete it. I probably did. No, I didn't. Right? We always talking about the food we have. Right? You observe what you eating, because guess what? What it says right there, it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It says terrifying infographic proves that only 10 companies control everything we eat and drink. And guess what? You got Vanguard and BlackRock that invest in all these type of companies, man. And you eat and drink they type of food, but most of their stuff got GMOs in it. We're in the hands of wicked people, man. I'm gonna keep showing you more, man. Look at that. That even get it close up. I know you like this. I know your grandmother put on the news early in the morning. Look at it. Get close to it. Absorb it. Soak it all up. What happened to Bill Cosby when he was going to try to run NBC? What happened to Nick Cannon on his joint? Then he had to hit the reset button. I'm sorry. You better get it right and get it tight. Come on, man. What else I got for y'all? What else we got? I know I got something else in this thing. I got something else in this thing, baby. Y'all go to this too, just to like the belief system that y'all want to hold on to. These are just classic things to edify you and motivate you. Right? A lot of our nations was doctrinated, but it was really, we were programmed. Right? We were programmed. Salaki family. Okay, I got to get another one for you guys. We're going to go back into the scriptures. Um, this is another classic um, I'm always holding on to, right? The elites do tell us through their books and publications, movies, and news releases what they are doing. This is called revelation of the method. If you are too stupid to realize it for what it is, that is your problem. From what their point of view is, for Salaki, for it is what it is. Wait, it is for what it is that is your problem. For their point of view, it is a form of ritual mocking of the victim, right? The higher up elite is mocking you daily, man. People be like, oh man, oh yeah, y'all believe too much in movies or this and this and that. Yo, look, for real. You got brothers getting mad that brothers going to the homology of words too much, but then you go ask them, what's John 3:16? What's that world going into? And they trying to tell you it's cosmos and this, and you ask them to show you, then they'll go outside the word and try to go show you. Look, I'm telling you, you can't be picking and choosing. You got to be full throttle in this thing. The elites are full throttle. What is it? Revelations 12:12. They got a short time. That's why they move on a high rate. They're sufficient in their wrongdoing. They do a diligent search. Hey, and if you want those pictures, all you do is just go to the YouTube video after we done, or you can rewind the live and you can screenshot it and then edit the picture and make it small to however size you want. See the same dude every day asking for money every day, and then go see him down the street and he's smoking crack. You know, I'm gonna just feed somebody poison. I'm basically helping somebody feed they poison. That shit is crazy out here, man. This is why I want this place to be destroyed. I want Jacob Trouble to come. Before I talk about Yahweh Shai coming, I want people to really suffer, man. Because we was really ignorant, man. And guess what? I don't want nobody to get pride in, oh, he's saying this, and then what about him? Look, if I'm here, I'm gonna be in the same buck as you. But I believe Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna preserve his elect. You know, they're gonna be able to endure. Shoot, they're gonna have food while others don't. It might take a certain time. I'm not rushing the Lord. The Lord is gonna provide those things. But I want this world to suffer. I want men and women of all nations to feel the wrath, right? Feel that moment where you gotta depend on Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Because you're gonna really see who truly believes in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. When Jacob Trouble comes, that's who we're gonna see, who the true believers of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 42. I'm gonna start at 41. It says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Every one put in array like a man to battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. The land of graven images, which is Babylon. It just took all the idols of ancient Babylon. It knows that horse and the people riding that horse is power. Let's talk about the nukes. All the nations is not going to come into America and destroy this place. Why are they here? Drop nukes and be here. Now, you do got some rulers. Well, with the one ruler, he killed 30 of his own people. You know, it is people like that, right? But the elites, but really these other nations are going to bomb Babylon from afar. Nations are going to bomb Israel from afar. The Lord is going to come. He's going to be dropping laser beams on people. Shit is going to get real. You know, I don't have that power from Yahweh B'Hashem Shai just yet. And I'm not no witch or no warlock to show you something. You got to have faith value, not face value, faith value to believe in this, man, and wait for it to come. You know? Piss you off every day this system is still going, but it make you happy. It make me happy. Yo, when I'm at work and I really sometimes don't want to be there, I want to do a lesson, I got to struggle in this, I hear what my brother going through, I love when shit fuck up at work. You know? Hey, sometimes we don't want to do it, but I love when things fuck up at work because I get to see how everybody get mad and you see how people complain. And this dude machine over there not working and his machine not working. Then they got to move somewhere else. That's how it's going to be in this society. Trying to go to the store, the shit is closed. Just like, what was it? Black Lives Matter. People was breaking into stores. Rite Aid over there is closed. I want you brothers to feel the worst. Where you women can't put the damn glue on to get put your lace front on. I want you to suffer so that you can just have your ball fade out, your short hair out. You know, the woman with the BBLs, where you can't, you know, get the soap, the Dove that you want, or the Olay, or whatever the heck you use, or the body spray. I want you to stink. That might sound cruel, but you want judgment to come, right? Let's get the classic of classics, Jeremiah 28, verse 8. Don't look at me. Isaiah 32, Isaiah 3, don't look at me. All in the scriptures, baby. Where we going to again? Oh, man. Dang, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh, man, I had it. Oh, man, what was I thinking? Oh, man. I had another precept in my head while I was calling this one out. Oh, Salaki, family. Oh, man, that was a thought rush. I had two precepts in my head, and they left. Maybe that was just all Yahweh Shema Shai. Like, nah, let's get a different one. All right, hey, if that comes back to me, I'll go get it, man. Dang. What was I about to get? I'm so sorry, y'all. I forgot. Dang. Lord willing to come back to me. This Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 33. I'm going to read it in the the NLT. It says, this is what the Lord Yahweh of heaven's armies, the God of Israel, says. Babylon is like wheat on the threshing floor, about to be trampled. In just a little while, her harvest will begin. Right? And the harvest is the end of the world. When we go into like the wheat and the tare, the harvest is the end of the world. Her harvest is almost up. Ah, it's almost up, man. You know, I just had to scream for a minute, man. This place is almost collapsing right in front of you. What is you occupying in? You know, you got brother, oh man, I'm an Israelite, but now I'm about to make a sports podcast, and I'm not about to do the work. You got brothers holding on grudges for years after years, and then they want to make a confession. You late in the game. You know, you got to get that off right off the rip. Guess what? The shit is not even valid anymore. Let alone if you not even doing the work, your wordplay, even for brothers that is, it doesn't have any face value, right? Because the Lord is dealing with the living, right? In two ways. The living like how people is living, they driving, and the living that's living in this truth. Woo! I know you get that. The Lord is dealing with the living, the ones that's breathing, and the ones that's living in his truth. The Lord is dealing with the living that's living in his truth. Right? St. John 14:6. Yahushua said he is the way, the truth, and the life. Those are the ones that's living. The ones that's living in this, that's going in the way. Right? Those are the ones that's living. Those are the ones that's living. Again, you see the title of the live, right? Many shall fall, but few shall rise. Who want to rise, man? Don't the Lord says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Let's get that. You know, too bad a brother not on the joint here, he would have dropped it. But it's okay. You know, I got, hey, the Lord gave me two arms. What is it? Dang. Somebody can quote, hey, man, yo, when you really be thinking or going into somewhere else, your mind be just everywhere. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Man, this mind is so, dang it, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shim Shai, man. That's how I know, like, my faith grows, because I get so excited with, you know, teaching, man. You know, get so excited with teaching, get excited with judgment, get excited talking about the kingdom, right? He told you that the truth shall make you free. I feel free, not physically free, but spiritually free. That veil is off of me, and I'm growing each and every day, you know? And I know the enemy's mad because even the left side spirit wants you not to get this, because that's their position is to make sure you don't get it, to make you slip, you know? But the elect is gonna hold on, you know? You wanna rise up, man. That's why you wanna examine yourself to see, is you playing the role of rising, or is you feed into the role of falling? You know? We are really falling right now with the curses and what's going on. It's our time to rise, you know? That's the joy that we have now, because if your faith is growing, you know that Hamashiach Yahushua is coming soon. This is the best time to rise. All of this other stuff is a distraction, you know? A distraction. Even your woman is a distraction, you know? Because it comes, you're like, oh man, she's hurt. Oh man, let me go do this. And then you go please her need. You please her need, right? But then as soon as you say something, oh, she either offended, she don't like it, right? We got to do so much on this side. We're so low. Men, women, you're so low. We're low. You know? The best thing you cherish is this truth, this walk. Literally, we're really walking hand in hand in this truth, man. For real. Men and women, you know? We're really walking in this truth, hand to hand. So since me trying to go into that beautiful talk right there, I thought the verse was going to come, but it didn't. So, Lord willing, it slide back. This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13 and 14, the KJV, and it reads, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend unto the heavens. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, in the sides of the north, right? His space stations, baby, right? Don't he sit over us in his president's seat, right? Which is another name for a king, Congress, Senate, the same thing as Rome. They sitting over us. And niggas think they doing something with 6 figures. I'm a billionaire. Go make your own bank. Make your own money. Oh, I can't do that. Then you don't got power. You a puppeteer. Mayweather, y'all puppeteers. Nick Cannon, Drake, all of y'all is puppeteers. And that's a beautiful thing, because you become example for a video. You become the example of knowing that the Lord had on the spirit on Esau to set up. This is the world. See, I knew it. It was gonna come back. Taskmasters, you know, it's taskmasters in our nation, and then it's taskmasters in Esau and all these other nations, right? Taskmasters, right? Then you have other nations that's planted to suck you dry, because you're the main one that is what is it called? What's that word called? Every word is leaving me, man. The main one that's buying product. If somebody got the word there, I know you know what I'm thinking of. Just put it in the comment section. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Somebody was probably about to write it down. We're the most consumers. You know, we're the most consumers. Food, clothes, drink, television, sports, movies, out-of-town flights, whatever it is. We're the #1 consumers in the earth, but we're the poorest as a nation, man. We're like the most poorest, especially when you look in a spiritual sense. Israel should not be working. You know, we should be at the top, and our service is working and giving us their money. We should be running this whole street right now. But the heathens is set in these places to sell unto us. And guess what? We keep going back to them. Keep going back to them. Because they got what we want. They got what we need. I just got honey from a Muslim. You know? We're going to need these heathens, especially Esau, for naked hunger and thirst. And then Esau, he plant other nations for them to get their wealth from you too. All these corner stores, these liquor stores, they're gaining wealth off of you. Why the Muslims is not all the way in the suburbs? Every store. They're every corner when they're a hood near you. Every liquor store, you got the East Indians running it now. It's taking, it's a takeover in the Black, Latino, and Native community. Isaiah 14 verse 14, KJV, it says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Guess what? That is setting forth the space nation, baby. The space nation. The space nation. Come on. Don't Elon Musk got satellites? Don't they even talk about a space station? Better yet, let's see if we can go look that up real quick. Let's see. Space station. Hold on, I gotta read it. It says, a space station is a spacecraft which remains in orbit and hosts humans for extended periods of time. It therefore is an artificial satellite featuring inhabitation facilities. The purpose of maintaining a space station varies depending on the program. Most often space stations have been research stations, but they have also served military and commercial usage, such as hosting space tourists. You got tourist guys in the air, and they got military space stations. That's why when we go into the joint of Revelation, where people say, "Oh, that's how Satan fell. He had a war in the heavens." No, that's talking about in the sky what's going to happen in this side, with their airplanes, but with their space stations. They got their especially with Elon Musk. You even got Donald Trump saying that he's making Elon Musk the head of certain things. Bill Gates, he's trying to get into politics. You know, look, while I'm doing this lesson and another brother doing the lesson and another person playing the video game, the elites is not getting no sleep unless they make somebody fall. Everybody, a few people can be watching me, watch me later. But who's to know what the elites is actually doing right now? They sitting at a table, they having a talk. Certain days, especially Friday 13th, certain holidays, they do rituals on that day just for them and for the sleep that our nation fall into, so that they can consume you. You know, they do a diligent search how to keep the children of Israel in a hole. That's why we have to do, I said right here, the elect is doing a deep dive investigation in the scriptures, right? Deep investigation is either studying hidden things, right? And these scriptures is the most hidden thing on the earth. You know, this is the high value learning out the earth. Oh, I forgot his name. What was the president name? Theodore Roosevelt. He said a thorough search in the scriptures is better than any college degree. A thorough search. You know? This is why this is the best job that we got, especially for the men. Teaching this word, man. The best job on the earth. Even more, when a man is a husband to a wife or wives, it doesn't matter. That is the best thing for you, man. You know? Because you want to know why? You start putting order in women. Your women get to look on the outskirt and be like, dang, man, I'm thankful because now you putting in your place. And the kingdom is going to be even way better. But on this side, brothers got to really put their foot down against they self, this flesh, and for their household. This is not about the women. Never was, never has been. You know, you women is there to look pretty, right? And to play your role. Yes, you there to be pretty. Why the heck do you think a man is with you? You know, you're pretty in the spirit, but you're looking good for your husband, right? And outside of that, you trying to wake up to make sure everybody got food. And you want to be a servant to be called on. Hey, I need you. A woman is going to do that. That's why Paul said in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, that, you know, some women, when they get a husband, they put that in face value more than the ministry. And a man, when he get a wife, he put his wife and his kids in face value more than the ministry. You know, but the Lord knows. But guess what? If the Lord is humbling women on this side and they get in this truth, most women are going to be shamefaced and too embarrassed. Like, nah, man, I'm already his wife. I'm already his wife, and he already is doing this and that. Damn near, bing, 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 bing. He's giving me the beef, even if it's here and there. Even if it was once a week, he giving me the beef and doing all of that. Like, what? This man is really serving. He really wants us to get in the kingdom. How can I be better? You know, it's so many things a sister can do. You know, hey, that was a sign. All these buildings is closed, and that light, the light for the building turned on. Hey, thank you, thank you. I look at it as a sign. Thank you. You know, that's the light. You know, but again, the enemy is trying to distract all of us, especially you women. You know, hold on to your role on this side, because they're going to use you to trap you into getting that MOTV, man. Then they trap you with the wigs, the weaves, the lace front. Then they get you with all the makeup. Then they get you with the food stamps. Then they get you with the cash assistance. Then they get you with child support. You know? Then they get you with that alimony when you get divorced. You know, a prenup or however you call it. You know, now they telling you to sign a document. Then it's harder for you to get a divorce. They setting you up for the okie doke. You know, and most men fail because of a woman. Right? That's why the Lord made Esau change the monogamism, you know what I mean? Men and women, you know, they changed certain things. Right? And guess what? It broke the men down. You know? I'm telling you, the wicked is going to use every angle he can to make the elect fall, starting with the men and the women. That's why you women always remember that ancient women feared the Lord. That's why they grew in faith. You know, this is why they was moved to do garments. Doing it for the brothers, doing it for the husband. Women was building with other women, right? Yes, they was laboring with married women, but it'd be like, you got Mary Magdalene. She fell off and then she was with Mary. You know? Now she's single. The Lord tell her to don't sin no more, and she just chilling. We all have a role, and we have to shine that light. You know? Children really got to look at their parents, especially their father. You know? On this side, the men of the Lord is the light, because Yahweh Shai have made them the authority of the ministry. The real men of the Lord. They're the light of the ministry. Right? I got a few more on this topic, and then Lord willing, we might adjust. Right? Because I got time to talk. You know, I got time to talk. You know, we can close this out, but I got time to talk. You know, let's go to Psalms 89, man. Yeah, I got time to talk. Yeah, I got time to talk, man. Let's get in there, man. This is Psalms 89. Psalms 89, let me see. Yeah, this is Psalms 89, verse 6. It says, "For who in the heaven can be compared unto the Lord Yahweh? Who among the sons of the mighty can be likened unto the Lord Yahweh?" Oh no, Salaki, that was the wrong verse, please. It was verse 44, right? Boom. I'm gonna start at verse 42. It says, "Thou hast set up the right hand of his adversaries. Thou hast made all his enemies to rejoice. Thou hast also turned the edge of his sword and has not made him to stand in the battle. Right? Because at least they gonna hide. Right? It says, thou hast made his glory to cease and has cast his throne down to the ground. That goes with Isaiah 47:1. Yo, you should really be, look, let me say that again. Psalms 89 verse 44. Thou hast made his glory to cease and cast his throne down to the ground. What type of sheep is you if you not hoping and praying and thinking on these niggas, these new niggas to fall, man? Come on. We got to be standing here hoping on the fall of this empire. Do you know Israel wanted? Huh? Fool? I can't hear you, King. You got to know, every elect, real Israelites wanted the captivity to be removed. When you look at Egypt, Israel was suffering. You got to believe that they was asking the Lord, yo, take that away from them. But then as soon as they got taken, they murmured. Greek captivity. That's why the Lord put it on the Maccabees to stand up, because they was tired of getting afflicted. They was tired of getting forced to resent Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Roman captivity. You know, I'm talking about the few that was in there. Many was still doing them. The Pharisees, man, they cherished Caesar. This is our king, man. Now, the president ain't my president. Donald Trump ain't my president. Kamaiho, Kamaimai, she ain't my president either. None of them is my president. None of them is my king. But yes, the Lord put them there, right? Daniel 2:21, the Lord set up kings and removed kings. Yeah, they there, but they not my king. The Lord said, reward Caesar what is Caesar. Guess what? The rent, insurance, these bills, right? That's what I'm going to give them. But guess what? Reward, the Lord render what is the Lord's. Guess what? His children, the elect. This is why we teach it. Because we trying to give the Lord his children, you know? We need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to continue to send the angels to encamp around his children. Let's get that too. Psalms 34 verse 7. Because a lot of y'all think the Lord is not here. Yeah, he's silent. You think you worthy enough to hear the voice of the Lord? You niggas would be scared. Guess what? You already heard the voice of the Lord when it rained in your city, when it thundered in your city, when it was an earthquake in your city, when it was a fire in your city, right? When it was a disaster, a war, or mad death, the Lord was there. Did you call on him? Did you call on his true name? Right? This is Psalms 34 verse 7. It says, the angels of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Right now, I'm not saying I am the elect, but I fear the Lord, but I need to fear him more. The Lord got angels camping around the ones that fear him. To the ones that's growing in the fear, the ones that have the fear, and the ones that's increasing in the fear, angels is encamping around. You might not even see them. They could be invisible. Some of us might have a view of something moving like, ain't no plane doing that, right? But through our faith, we believe it. I don't have to have a chariot to be as close as that van to say, "Ooh, that's a chariot. I see it." Does that mean I don't have faith? I gotta see it by sight. No, what the hell with that, man? You know, I believe what the scripture said, that Yahushai is a black man burned like a penny. I don't gotta see it because I see him in my face. You know, I'm gonna be able to see the terror, the glory of Hamashiach Yahushai when he comes back. You know, you gotta have a delight to serve the Lord. If you don't have a delight, do you really think the angels of the Lord is watching over you, making sure that you good, man? You niggas is bugging. Right? Let me get another one. What is it? Psalms 104. I'm gonna go back to the point. It's just because I said that. Now, you know, I gotta talk about them. I gotta talk about them angels, man. We gotta talk about it. This is Psalms 104, verse 4. It says, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire? Right? And the angels in the heavens, But even the elect on this side, they were angels. Before they came here, they was angels. And guess what? Made the ministers a flame of fire. When you're teaching, it's a flame. You know? It's a flame. And if the angels is encamping round about you, they're sprinkling more of that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Sometimes you might have a program like Yarmayan, he always be having these precepts ready, but then other precepts is brought out because the angels is bringing forth what needs to be said, right? It's really Yahweh Shema Shai that's bringing forth this lesson, man. You have to believe it because we cannot do anything of our own. You know, he has the power. If you don't believe that the Lord can work through you without you even feeling or knowing it, I'm telling you, the Lord not dealing with you. You know, brothers can go have fun. They can go do what they want to. I can go waste my time. I can go do me if I want. But I had a sure thought when I get up, I gotta sing, man. I gotta sing a song, man. I gotta sing that song. And, you know, of course, I'm praying to the Lord willing he allow me, because sometimes your mind can change. And the Lord be like, nah, like today, I did a video early when I got off of work. And when I do other videos, they're almost the same way. It uploads. So when it takes long, I'll be thinking maybe the Lord telling me, nah, this is not the one. Now, one video I did, it wouldn't even load. It was just there. And I just ended up deleting it. And I said, man, forget it. So when I did a live, I ended up bringing out those precepts. Maybe how I said it. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I was in a lazy position, you know. But even with this lesson, it's loading, but I'm sure that this was meant. You can't rush to perfection. Sometimes the Lord takes his time. My phone was acting weird. Things was acting slow just because that was loading. And I was really thinking my live wasn't going to work. But I came out here sure, got to talk to the Lord again and again, and he allowing the video to go, and there's no interruptions, man. You know, just the littlest things, I know the Lord wanted me to come out, you know. That's what I'm saying. The ministers have a flame of fire, and a minister is a servant. And I'm standing here serving our people, regardless if they drive. Like, a few people see me, a few people stop, a few people said something. But I'm not just out, I'm out here for the elect, man. And even more for the elect that's watching on the Unicorn, or during the video and when the video get posted. You know, I might not be everybody's favorite teacher. Shit, don't care. But I want to feed the elect as much as I can, you know, because the elect are going to rise and the rest are going to fall. You know, the elect are going to rise and the rest are going to fall. Choose your poison, right? So let's get these other ones. Let's go to Isaiah, back to 47. Isaiah 47, and I'm going to read 7 to 9. This goes into like Babylon trusting her own wisdom, right? It says, thou saidest that I shall be a lady forever, a queen forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the later end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood, and they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of their sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. Right? Guess what? Why the elites of Babylon really think this is gonna be good? Ain't nothing gonna happen. Like, you got even Jake saying, oh, America is the great, it would never fall. Nobody. I say, you don't think America ever end? Do you know it's not one kingdom that ever lasted long? No, America is the greatest, it's gonna last forever. What? Man, yo, you little subject peasants. You really think this place is gonna look, this is why you're gonna be consumed with this place. The Lord just said it. These niggas is prideful. Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel told him, exalt and glorify the Lord. This man said, look at Babylon, look what I built. The Lord made this man fall down and start crawling like a damn animal. You damn nations, you're gonna fall, man, tremendously, right? Just like my sister Dream seeing Justin Bieber all dirty. You niggas is gonna be dirt, right? We going to Revelations, the 18th chapter again. We're gonna read verse 7. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. This is what we just read in Isaiah, right? 47, 7-9. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, and death and mourning and famines, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai power, who judgeth her. Right? Because guess what? When all these nukes is said and done, it's the Lord that judged her. Right? It's the Lord that put it in your little Lulu head thinking you did it. He made you make these missiles. Right? Let's get that. You know? We done with those precepts. Now let's see if let's let Yahweh Shema Shai take the wheel. Right? This is Isaiah 54, verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith. The smith is somebody that's molding metal, molding swords, right? It says that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. For I have created the waster to destroy. That's why Esau really don't have to do real hand-on-hand combat, right? When they went to Iran or Iraq and they start killing mad people, that's them trying to put matters in their own hand, right? Yeah, they use a few individuals, but this great war, especially to destroy a whole 50 states, 50 cities, right, in United States, they're gonna need nukes. They're gonna need strong nukes to destroy this place. And it's the Heavenly Father that put Teman, right, who is from the nation of Esau, that, you know, Esau went to and fro conquering people's land, right? And you know, those are the Germans, right? Really was the smartest ones on earth when it comes with engineers, especially with bombs, right? And then that knowledge was brought forth to America, right? And they used those missiles, and then eventually the other nations. But really, it's Russia who has the most, 5,000 plus. So it's 5,000 way more, right? And I know they got more now, so that's why I'm only saying 5,000 plus, because before it was like 52 or 5,300, and America had at the time 51, 5,200, right? They're the second most, right? And especially with NATO and EU, America has the best defense, right? The best allies. Nobody can really mess with America because of their allies, but the nations are going to be against them, right? I believe we can go to, I believe. Right, this is one, I just want to get this one, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6. It says, flee out the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, a repay. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right, starting with Babylon's allies, and then the other nations that's not their allies, right? But really, when you really look at it even more, the elites, they're on both sides, man. They're on both sides with the Russians, the Chinese. They're the head of all. They're the head of the seat. You know, everything that's like, when it comes to money, if it wasn't for the elites, you know, because it's different levels. Because you got over the banking, I think the banking family is somebody over them. You know, I think it is that way, or it could be the other way around. Because it's levels in this. You know, it's levels when it comes, because the elites, they set it in a certain order. You know, of course you got banking, agriculture, You got food. You got medicine. You got media. What is it? Science. I forgot the level. You know, if I forget it, I'll probably post it on YouTube, right? But the elites have a whole pyramid of the level, just like how you look at Mason or Illuminati, if you want to say the 33rd degree. But you have certain elite that's higher than what we would call Mason, because the elite seat is not exposed. You know, because you got to think, if somebody was mad, like people fake trying to assassinate Trump, and if a real citizen was real mad, they could probably, you know, peel off one of the elites. But they live discreet because they sit in a high position of power. Everybody can't, you got to be called. It's not that you call them. You got to be called to be seen by them. That's power. You got to be called to see them. It got to be okay with them for you to see them. It's no, hey, I got a meeting with them. It's just like the little fake president. You know, you want to go see the president, you got to be called. The elite is even double times that. You know? And you got to know this elite is in a big-ass circle. They got the religion when it goes into the Vatican. They got the money, which is in London, Paris, because you know the Rothschild, the father, he broke it down to his 5 sons in the main spot where the central main banks was going to be. America is the so-called military, you know, and that brings forth the allies, you know, the power that America has, right? And you got to know what they did. Let's go to Psalms 83. This is the classic, and I'm only going to read the first 3 or the first 2. Psalms 83 and verse 3, it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Yeah, of old time, but that you have to know the elites, all the way from back then all the way to now. They're dabbling in these scriptures, because if they wasn't, why is the elites calling themselves and their little minions the juju beings, the Jews? Where the heck they get this from? Because it starts in your past, and to make it worse, it comes forth in the future. We're in a worser position because you can't speak nothing against them. Why we didn't have the word was closed. They was establishing their throne under our names. You see that? Before Abba Bibbins, before anybody was fully teaching his word, the elites, why they was bringing minions over here to do slaves, the elites was all the way over there in Europe. All the way in Europe, chilling, trying to make orders, because they have a short time. They're always playing at craftiness, mischief, right? They don't take breaks. That's why it's somebody always on the clock, right? The classic Revelations 12 and 12, you know, Revelations 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in the earth. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. People think, oh, they care for us. No, they're coming down on great wrath. See, Sam, if Sam was here, I just saw that. Yeah, I don't see no comment. I don't know. I just know what I just saw, man. That blinking. Forget it. Again, they come with great wrath. They come with great wrath. You know, so how can we put our trust in them? As iron rust, what is it, Sirach 12 and 10? Just as iron rust, so is their wickedness. So whenever you see rust, that's your sign. That's just like the wicked. You know, when I'm at work and I see rust, I be like, that's just like the wicked. You know, me and you are really in a system. We're in the beast system, and they're getting ready to say checkmate, and that's that MOTB. Right, which we go back into the Greek captivity. He wants the whole world to be one people, one religion, one law, one order, under one leadership. You got dictator here, dictator that. No, they want everybody to be under one movement. When you go back to Greek, Rome, Babylon, wherever they ruled, everybody was under the philosophy and movement of that empire. Yeah, they probably was doing their own thing if they allowed it, But in most cases, nations had to surrender and yield because we were subject, or subjects to the emperors or to the rulers. Caesar Augustus, did he not tax everybody in Israel and other places? Because we were subjects. You can read it, find it in this book right here. In this book right here. Let me see if I can find it quick. We are subjects to the rulers, man. Why not? See, this is why I gotta be more, I gotta make sure I write notes on the side every time, so it make it easier for me to get to it. Yep, see, found it, and I see, and I just quoted it in the air. I gotta every time when you write in your Bible or any book, and sometimes you bringing it out, brothers, you put a note on the side because it make it, you know, easier to get to it. But this is page 9, and the title of the book, the Valley of the Dry Bones, and this is by the same author that wrote Babylon of Timbuktu, Rudolph R. Windsor, right? He wrote this book too. And on page 9, the beginning paragraph, I'm gonna just start at the point. It says, these immigrant businessmen make us feel as if they are our lords or masters, like Kai, the Pharaoh, and the Caesars of ancient Rome. We are their subjects. And did I not just speak on Rome, Greek, and all these other places? We are their subjects. And on this side, you think you a regular free person. No, you are a subject to us. Literally, the us is the rulers of this place. You are subject to them. If they were speaking, you are subject to us. We're not citizens. You know, the citizens was the ones that established America in the beginning, which was Edomites. They make you think that you're citizens. The Declaration of Independence, that was for them. You know, this kingdom is not for you. This is your captivity. Get it in your thick head, you big-headed suckers. This is not your rest. This is your captivity. Captivity. Judgment is going to happen to this place, and this place is going to be destroyed in 60 minutes. Ain't that ironic? Don't America got a show called 60 Minutes? It's going to be the most gruesome view on the earth. Right? So again, when you see this title, many shall fall, but few shall rise. Are you working on rising, or are you working on falling? Right? So I'm going to close out with the verse that was the main point of the beginning of this lesson. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 15. It says, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. I'm going to the word preparation just to make sure you can see it. The act of preparing, right? It's the act of preparing. The condition of a person or thing to fire forth as prepared. Preparedness, readiness. So literally, with your faith, you're acting in your faith is gonna cause you to act to prepare for the coming of Yahweh. For what? Like, it's crazy. So you're in the act of preparing. You got to get prepared for the MOTB, right? You got to get prepared for Jacob's trouble, right? Depending on knowing that, okay, today I'm gonna eat less. And even though you can't eat more, just have it in your mind, you know what, I'm gonna eat less today. Because just imagine, what if Jacob's trouble, you eat less? That's just for you. I'm just saying, because I do it to myself sometimes. Like, say if I go to work at 8, I'm sleeping the whole time, I might not eat at all till I get to work or 2 hours later. And I think like, yo, this might be all I'm gonna be able to eat. Might just eat a pepperoni. You know, this is all I got. And as soon as I put on that word, I get full. In most cases, I used to get headaches if I went that long without eating nothing. But as soon as I put that word on and get fed, it calms that, you know, that thought. And I try to imagine, even though we're not in Jacob's trouble, it's hard to imagine when you got cars doing that and people moving around. But I try to imagine the worst, you know, and not like the worst for this whole United States and for Israel, but the elect through our faith, the Lord is gonna provide. Right? Let me get that too. Let me get something for that. Let me get that in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. And I think I'm gonna read at the straight point. I'm gonna start at 73. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Right? We're gonna be tried. You must know. In order to rise, you must go through the fire. It says, "Hear, O my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from them." Right? You have to believe that the Lord is going to deliver you. Just know that the Lord is never early, never late. He is always on time. Not your time, but his time. Right? Verse 75, it says, "Be not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide." We don't look. You what is it? Matthew 10:28. We got another one in Luke. Going in this, they say the same thing, but I'll go to the Matthew, right? You don't want to be afraid. Don't doubt. Yes, we're fearing the Lord, but you don't want to fear these nations. You don't want to fear what is being brought to this place. And don't doubt. Don't doubt. Don't lose doubt. Because if you doubt, you're losing faith. You lose patience, you lost faith. Right? This is Matthew chapter 10. See, I was able to remember this one. Woo! All praises, man. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28. It's a little breezy. Verse 28, it says, "And fear them." Let me start at 27. It says, "What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." Right? We got to put more of your trust in Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Then you'll understand this truth. You'll understand the truth so much that you're not going to put fear in man. You're not going to put fear in man. What did Yahweh Shai say to Pilate when he said, "I got the power to kill you"? He say, "No, unless it was given to you." Unless the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, had gave that notion through the Spirit for you to for you to kill somebody, for you to hang somebody, right? For you to cut open up a woman and take the baby out. What's up?
Anything going on?
No, I'm just teaching. Yeah. All right. It's all in Yahweh Shem Al Shai, who allows somebody to kill you, manipulate you. Right? Actually, let's get that. You know, on behalf of what Yahweh Shai said. I think that's it. Is that it? A man can receive nothing. He can claim nothing at all unless it be granted him. Hold on, y'all. Oh, you got it. This is St. John, chapter 19 and verse 11. You got to hold on to this. You got to hold on to your faith, man. It is going to get scary, though. I'm not going to lie. It is going to get scary, but if you got the faith that you say you do. This is St. John, chapter 19, verse 11. Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all. Wait, hold on. Let's go up a little so y'all can hear it. This is St. John 19, verse 8. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall and said unto Yahushua, whence art thou? But Yahushua gave him no answer. Then saith Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee have the greater sin. Right? So you have to understand, you can't do nothing unless it was given by the order of Yahweh Shem Shai through the Spirit. You couldn't even come in the truth unless the Lord have given the order to plant that seed within you. What? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I said I was done. Wait, hold on. Let's go to Hebrews 1 and Hebrews chapter 1, verse 14. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? That's only for the elect. And even the angels are ministers, man. And they're ministering through the Spirit to the elect. You don't even know it. In your sleep, you're getting your order on what you're going to do the next day. Right? For the elect's sake. You know? Because we're really living for the elect's sake. You're really living for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. For the men, you're living for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai and for the elect's sake. Everything you do is for the elect's sake. How you teach, being an example, right? Being able to study so that when that time comes, you're able to give a man an answer. You're in this thing for the elect's sake, but you're in it to die and live for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, right? Because the ones that's truly for the Lord is willing to lose their life for this, right? Let's get that. 1 John, right? Because what did the song say? Y'all might not know the song. I want to be like you. I want to walk in your shoes. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Right? This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 16. Hereby perceive we the love of God. Because he laid down his life for us, we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. Right? Who is laying their life down for the brethren? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's get a second. Come on, give me a second. What is it? 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushai with eternal glory. We haven't got that salvation yet. So you enduring for the elect's sake. Every video, every study that you do is for the elect's sake, regardless if people want to accept it or not. This is a high calling. If you want to rise, it's a high calling. Yo, even for you sisters, look how the mercy the Lord put on you. You're not really teaching this thing, man, right? But the Lord is counting on how you move as a woman, but literally, especially if a woman is in the ministry, like the certain things you do, are you giving? You didn't even ask for money and you just made a garment give out. The Lord, guess what? You're going to be rewarded for that. You're going to get double for that, right? You sisters, how you're pleasant and a real peace, like to your husband, right? Real women supposed to work on their angle just like a man. A lot of women not working to be a Proverbs 31. Some women get too comfortable and lay with their man, and then they waking up at 12 with him. I'm trying to be a Proverbs 31. When is the last time you woke up before everybody in the house and you was sitting on the couch or in the kitchen and doing your thing? A lot of women got to examine themselves. Every day we got to work. Every day. Because you want to be the example because the Lord is watching. So for you, we're just teaching. But if you're a true believer, you're going to study to be like, how can I be better? Right? And to be a wife is a servant. Even more, a man gave you children, you're a servant every day. You got to take care of them kids. Your man is going to like that you taking care of them damn kids. And guess what? Having kids take you away from having freedom, doing what you want. Because you're a weaker vessel. It helps you stay in the house, you know? And that's supposed to let you know, like, yo, you know how they say a woman can be saved through childbearing? That's your motivation, like, the Lord allowed me to have kids. Or say if you're just saying, for side, because it is, you know, a woman did say, she said in Jacob's trouble, she said, what about the woman that's single and got kids? Will she be covered? Heck yeah. And how much more? Say if it's a woman that got kids, they know their father, but he not in their life. Or say if it's kids that got a father, but they don't even know this man. He didn't even want to be in their life. That woman, if you get a man in the Lord and he dealing with your kids, that man deserves to be highly valued. And it might sound crazy. It might, whoa, what you mean? Back then, men wanted virgins, a woman that wasn't tampered, right? You seen what brothers did when, if a brother was died and they had to go, you know, Deuteronomy 25, go lay with the brother's wife to have a child in his name. Some brothers didn't want to do that, you know, because they want to have it of their own. Brothers want virgins. They want a woman that's not touched. But look how low we came. Little Kim, we became low. So the Lord blessed us. Even a woman that has children, she becomes a loving, silent wife on this side. You know? And she should cherish that because a man is willing to deal with you. He's willing to deal with your kids and call them his own. And guess what? He want to lead them to the kingdom just as he want to lead you. That man deserves to be looked up. He literally, look, no stress, but we know we in the flesh. We know that we slip. We know that moments come. But we got to get back on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's time. Right? Let me get that classic, the Romans 15:4, because that's how a woman and a man is going to master their role. How can I be a great prophet? How can I walk? Right? You got prophets that's fasting, eating dandelions or eating these certain flowers, fasting and just dedicated to the Lord. You know? This is Romans 15 verse 4. It says, for whatsoever, you know what, I'm going to start at 15 because it goes into being like-minded, right? And the more that we seek the things of ancient, it's making you like-minded with the ones that was before you. Oh, man, hold on. Wait a minute, dude, dang. Oh, man, I'm sorry, y'all. Whoever was thinking of this verse, it just popped in my mind now. I'm trying not to use the phone to look at it. I'm trying to just sift through the scriptures, and I'll probably find it because I was just reading this the other day. Come on, baby, where you at? Yep, here we go. This is St. John, chapter 4, verse 36. It says, he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. And herein is that saying true, one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. Starting with the teachers, you're entered into other man's labors, because it started when we look at Adam, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, so on and 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 so on. And now we here. We're in their labors. We're in their labors. Now we just cleaning it up and bringing the prophecies on this side and making them clear. You know, in order for me to bring these, I got to go in there. I got to go in this divine scriptures that the Most High was moving them. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19 to 21. That was the Lord that was giving them this divine message, so that we'll be able to interpret and give you the understanding on this side, baby. We're in other man's labors, right? So now let's get to the point of being like-minded, because if we're in their labors, we're going to be like-minded. We're going to be singing the same song. We're just bringing more if to it, right? Because most of these end-time prophecies is for our time, right? So Romans chapter 15, verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves, right? Because the elect, we are weak, right? Especially for the ones that's put in positions to teach, the ones that's not teaching, right? An elder or a brother that's not teaching. His brothers that was teaching, then they stopped. Hey, if they do have a calling to come back in this, they are the weak ones, man. You're carrying their infirmities. Better yet, Galatians chapter 6. You're helping brothers carry their burdens. Right? Verse 2, let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. Edification, to build up, building, right? So we're pleasing the elect by the edification of teaching. Why you do so many videos? Because I'm trying to please my neighbor, the elect, right? I'm trying to pursue to be the elect. So the elect is cleaving to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So they'll be pleased of this teaching. They'll be pleased at every lesson you do, the true elect, whoever they might be. Yep. Yeah. Right? So again, we're out here to please our neighbors, the ones that's weak. Every lesson you do, like I'm talking about the sisters, yeah, I'm getting on you because you got to know. But sisters, you got to know when every man is laboring, this is us pleasing you. Because when you get back, you're not gonna be that naggy little female. You're not gonna, oh no, you can't. Oh, you can't like. Oh no, you can't look good to. Oh, you can't go out every day. No, you can't. What? We're laboring to please you for edification, so you can get built up to being back like that Sarai, being like Esther, being like Susanna, getting built up in the knowledge and having fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Growing in the faith, right? We're trying to please the other brothers that is weak, that's working too hard, right? That might not be eloquent, might not be able to speak well, right? But we standing on business for you, and we doing it, man. We doing it for the elect's sake, man. Because all the elect is not teaching, right? Especially when we talk about women, and some of the brothers is not teaching. But outside of that, if you have a household and you in this truth, you are somewhat of a teacher, because you have to do well with your wife according to knowledge, and you are teaching your kids. So you got to really think about it. You can be a small teacher, but most cases you are still a teacher if you have a household. You can't be in this faith and you have a wife. Oh man, my wife, my wife doing this. Are you dwelling with her according to knowledge? Nah, brother. But you know this and know that, you know? So again, Romans chapter 15, verse 3, for even a Mashiach pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproach of them that reproach thee fell on me, right? Yahweh Shai came lower than us, right? And he did it to please us, not himself, right? This is why brothers stand on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because I feel like I'm pleasing the Heavenly Father, his son, by saying his name. That's how I feel like I'm pleasing him, by saying his name, exalting his name, knowing that he is the power, right? Knowing he is the way and he is the life, right? His name. You understand? When you go to Jeremiah 23:27, you see that all these other idols and Baal, when we start believing in all these other things, it made us remove ourselves from the name of the Heavenly Father and his son. I'm going to get that, but I'm going to come back to Romans, right? Because we going into the things that were written was written for your learning. So let's get that. Let's get that in Jeremiah 23, right? Jeremiah 23, verse 27. It says, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal, right? Now, it was a woman that I was courting way back, right? She, trying to, Lord willing, make her a second or however it was. And this girl, I told her the Lord's name is Yahweh Shai. She said she had a dream, and she was calling him Yahweh Shai. He wouldn't turn. But when she said Yeshua, he turned around. So that's how I know that this is a name. Guess what? She got kicked to the curb, man. Because I'm not about to deal with a disobedient woman, right? Now, I could deal with a certain level, because every woman ain't going to get it right away. You can see certain things in it, right? If a woman is argumentative, she most likely ain't going to get it right away. But you still got to get tough love, and then you see her grow. But some women will show you their true colors right there, But then you have some that not getting it, they not moving right away, but they understand that, hey, this is the truth, hey, this is what you want to do, and they taking little steps. It might take them months or years, but you see that they listening, they having faith. Oh, they hurry up and put on the dress, and then you see that they're not argumentative, and then it is certain moments, then you can see, okay, I could deal. If I do better for myself, she might get better. The more you work on you, Watch your surroundings change. And I seen this happen, right? Then when I removed, guess what? This girl starts sacrificing to a new God and still calling herself a Hebrew Israelite. This shows what it said, that people had dreams, right? And they made people forget the name of the Lord because of Baal. And when we look at the name of Jesus, you take it, people are going to forget the name of Yahushua. Now, oh, hey, brother, you can't say that because people still saying Yahushua. They just saying Jesus. If it's the case, you would cringe at the name of Jesus. Why is so many people liking certain things that brothers say, but as soon as they give you facts on the name Jesus, Pig, they don't want to like it no more? People is happy because they want to come in here to be respected persons. They want to be liked by everybody. Fuck that spirit, man. Right? You only here for the low. Your true neighbors is the one that's trying to be in oneness. Right? Don't the Lord say in Sirach 25:1, it's 3 things that he loveth, brothers in unity. What is unity? Oneness. Right? One mind, singing the same song. That's what unity is. No other way. It's not a whole bunch of people coming together. That's assembly. But what is unity, especially if we teach it? Then the love of neighbors, what we doing, right? The other elect, right? The women, the children, the other men, right? And then when a husband and a wife agrees, right? That's what love is. I mean, that's what the Heavenly Father is beautiful to him, right? So back to Romans chapter 15, and reading verse 4, it says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. This is why you still watch video after video, is because you have comfort in this hope that your kingdom is gonna come, right? It's times where I was in my studio, which I was in the studio more than these scriptures, man. I'm a mighty man. How can I have hope in the coming of the Lord? And I'm thinking my ministry is the music. The prophets wasn't doing I'm teaching through my music. This is edifying. I'm giving book, chapter, verse. Then you got people talking when I was on Clubhouse. Not every Israelite want to hear verses in a song. That's the whole point of the ministry. Not the gobble shabba dabba ding dong. It's about book, chapter, verse, man. That's the real song, right? Let's get that too. I'm going to go back and read the last verse. Psalms 33, verse 3. Let's get that. Psalms 33, verse 3. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud noise. Your voice. And we're playing skillfully because we're going through the scriptures. We're going through the motions to edify Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai sheep. We not out here to please man. We out here to please Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And on the other side, on the other contrary, the elect is going to feel pleased like, yo, man, this lesson was for me. Oh, I need this. They're going to feel pleased. Yeah, they might say, yo, Tawada, brother. And then you're going to double back and say, hey, it's all Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Because it's the Lord that wake you up or move you to go teach his message. And teach it 100. Yo, a brother said on the comment board right before I came out, this was months ago, and I'm just now looking at this comment. He said, you bugging if you saying that Great Millstone is teaching 100% truth and they teach the great doctrine. You don't understand history. That's cool. That's cool. This is not about that. You don't get it. Then he said another part. He gonna say, and you bugging because you think the Most High gave us 100% truth. You don't believe Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai gave us 100% truth? You is not his child, man. You not his child. You know? The elect is sure on their faith. The elect is sure on their power. The elect is sure on their patience. The elect is sure on their purpose. Their purpose is to do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai till death does its part. Right? What is that? Sirach, the 4th chapter, which I love to bring out mostly in every lesson, right? Because this is the mindset you got to have, man. You got to know you got to die for this. I'm going to die for my woman. I'm telling you this right now. Anybody in my house is not coming before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I will die for this truth before I die for my household. But guess what? My household is in this truth. That's the thing. It's a double whammy. So if I'm dying for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, I'm dying for my household. Even more, the work I put in, I believe, but you still got to have the thought. Can they do it? Because woman is a weaker vessel. If I die, I believe that they're going to still have the faith. You know? But they got to work on their faith to believe. What if he was gone? What if he in the FEMA camp? What if he in the FEMA camp? Am I going to still endure? You know? We really doing this thing for Yahweh Shema Shai. He have given us a free ministry that is true, that is faithful. Right? This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. For at the last thou shalt find. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's chapter 6. No. This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai shall fight for thee. You gotta strive. Don't you strive to get that job? Don't you strive to get a promotion? Don't you strive to get a new car? Right? You strive. Strive. But have you ever strived for Yahweh Shema Shai? And whatever comes with that is long suffering, but you're really striving until death. And Yahweh Shema Shai is going to fight for you. Now back to Romans chapter 15, verse 5. It says, now the God of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one towards another according to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Right? So this right here kills the unity thought. This right here kills that all camps is almost teaching the same thing when it comes to the law. Yeah, in the cases, but when it comes to truth, we are not in unity. There's no such thing as a unity camp. You could say it's a gathering of camps teaching, but you cannot say, now that's another thing. Now, if you say a unity camp and we only teaching the law, then that would make sense for y'all if y'all only teaching the law and y'all teach it all the same way. But some of y'all still teach certain things different. That is not unity. You're on one accord. One accord. If Yahweh Shai come in a whole volume of the Bible and he's saying that we are on one accord, you are on one accord through Genesis all the way through. The milk, the milk, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the prophecies, the dark sayings, right? You are on one accord with all those that I just said. We are not. But now you can have a congregation, but I've seen some congregations where I'm in HOI and everybody didn't believe in everything, right? But they just said, man, I love my elder. You know? Now that I grew, I don't want that. So now that I follow Great Millstone when it comes to teaching, I never met them. I only met the Great Millstone in the town. Zion, the brothers that labor with them, which is, man, them brothers is humble, right? And them brothers is welcoming, right? From what I got. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, welcoming, right? But all I get from the other Great Millstone is edification daily. And if I do have a question, if I do say something in a comment, they respond, man. You know, they respond. And they do lessons over again. They not, oh man, we already did this. Like, they do it again. When you ask the different one, oh man, we already did that. Go check our old page. Then you go check the old page, it's deleted. Brothers is not on one mind. Don't labor in a camp if you don't agree to everything. Because guess what? You study to give a man an answer. Right? So, Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. You know, I'm going to try to yield before it hit me again and I start, you know, going in there. You know, I'm going to face the east and give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, right? And double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well through the spirit, right? Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere, right? And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit, teaching his word and believing his word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it in them to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwatyum that are believers of the faith. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. I believe that you can do it, but it's only through Yahweh Shema Shai. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith, right? And so with that, I'm going to say shalom. And Lord willing, you was edified, which we know that the elect is going to be edified because, you know, the elect is sure to cleave to truth, right? So with that, again, shalom, shalom.